Blackmore.
What is up, everyone? Back at it again with another video coming your way. It's time we go over the stone cold kung fu killer of the Tekken universe. The man who's seeking to be the ultimate kung fu master, Feng. This character is such a beautiful sight to see animation wise. So let's go over his God Fist Chinese Kung Fu, aka Hanga, in this episode of History Behind the Fighting Styles. What is Hanga? Despite his God Fist Kempo specifically being a fictional fighting style, Feng's actual style draws inspiration from real-life Chinese martial arts Hanga for his usage of hard tiger claw palm techniques and deep core stances with Kempo. Also, Feng wears the legendary iron rings around his wrists, which are traditionally used by Hanga practitioners to increase weight and provide defense against enemy attacks. Hanga is a southern Chinese martial art belonging to the southern Shaolin style. The hallmarks of Hanga are strong stances, notably the horse stance or Sing Pi Ma, and strong hard techniques, notably the bridge hand and the versatile tiger claw. Traditionally, students spent anywhere from several months to 3 years in stance training, often sitting only in horse stance from half an hour to several hours at a time. Before learning any forms, each form could then take a year or so to learn, with weapons learned last. In current times, this mode of instruction is generally considered impractical for students who have other concerns beyond practicing Kung Fu. However, some instructors still follow traditional guidelines and make stance training the majority of their beginner training. Hanga is sometimes mischaracterized as solely external, that is, reliant on brute physical force rather than the cultivation of ki, even though the students advance progressively towards an eternal focus. He is very inspired by Jet Li's Once Upon a Time in China and Gordon Liu's Shaolin vs. Wu-Tang. I feel just from several early films from both of these martial artists and actors. Hanga's earliest beginnings have been traced to the 17th century in southern China. More specifically, legend has it that a Shaolin monk, Ji Sin Sim Si, was at the heart of Hanga's emergence. Ji Sin Sim Si was alive during the time of the fighting in the Qing dynasty. He practiced the arts during an era when the Shaolin Temple had become a refuge for those that opposed the ruling class, allowing him to practice in semi-secrecy. When the Shaolin Temple was burned down, many fled to the southern affiliated Shaolin Temple in the Fujian province of southern China along with him. There it is believed Ji Sin Sim Si trained several people, including non-Buddhist monks, also called Shaolin Laiman disciples in the art of Shaolin Kung Fu. Of course, Ji was hardly the only person of significance that had fled to the temple and opposed the Manchus. Along with this, Hung Hai-gong also took refuge there, where he trained under Ji Sin. Eventually, Hung Hai-gong became Ji Sin Sim Si's #1 student. That said, legend has it that Ji Sin also taught 4 others, who in their entirety became the founding fathers of the 5 southern Shaolin styles: Hanga, Choiga, Mokga, Liga, and Laoga. Luke Ga Choi was one of these students. Because of the character Hung, was used in the reign name of the emperor who overthrew the Mongol Yuan dynasty to establish the Han Chinese Ming dynasty. Opponents of the Manchu Qing dynasty made frequent use of the character to honor that first Ming emperor. Anti-Qing rebels named the most far-reaching of the secret societies they formed the Hong Mun. The Hong Mun claimed to be founded by survivors of the destruction of the Shaolin Temple, and the martial arts its members practiced came to be called Hangga and Hongquin. Its popularity in modern times is mainly associated with the Cantonese folk hero Wong Fei Hung, a Hangga master. Ever since his introduction in Tekken 5, Feng Wei has remained a staple character in the Tekken franchise that fills in that evil kung fu practitioner similar to a Bolo Ewing in the early days of kung fu cinema. Feng Wei is not going anywhere anytime soon. If you've stayed towards the end of the video, thank you so much for the steady support you all have done. I truly appreciate every single one of you. I wouldn't be able to do any of this without you, like for real guys. Until next time, this is Blackmore2323. You all take care out there. I'm out. Peace.
You already know who the fuck.